Hello, everybody. It's Dana Sullivan, the Stampin' Chick, here for Think Tank Thursday, and a very special one indeed, because not only is it the first of our 12 days of Christmas tags, week and a half, 2 week long special, but we also have a very special guest with us, my friend Alisa from Australia. Miss Alisa, would you like to tell us a little about yourself?
Oh, on the spot. Okay. I have been a demonstrator for almost 19 years. I live in country South Australia. So if anybody, we live in a port, so we've got fishing and farming and seafood capital of Australia, maybe even a bit wider than Australia. But if you want to come shark cage diving, this is the place to do it.
Oh, that's kind of scary.
I'm not. That's not gonna. I'm not doing it.
Has Mr. Craig done it? Did he mention
No,
something?
no. I
Oh,
think he would like to.
uh-huh.
I think he would be game enough to do it, but yeah, no, not me.
He seems brave enough to try it.
No,
All
very
right. So
brave.
we have folks coming in, right? I see
Yes, we
some folks
do.
are in. Friends, you can see Miss Elisa's channel posted right here below. I'm
Thank you.
sure that she would love for you to follow her page as well, and you can give her some love that way. All right, let's see here. Oh, we do. Hi, Miss Holly, Miss Sherry. How are you, friends? Okay, so if you are new to Think Tank Thursday, it's a little bit different than just a regular Facebook or YouTube live. In this particular case, you folks are going to be helping Alisa and I create our projects this evening. So each of us are going to be creating a different tag. So you're actually going to get a bonus tag today, right? But
Yep.
you guys are going to get to help us design. So we're going to ask you questions like a this or that sort of thing. And we're going to be hoping that you guys have your fingers on the keyboards and ready to shout out an answer for us, okay? So it's going to be a whole lot of fun. And I don't know about you, Miss Lisa, but I can't wait to get started.
Well, I'm sitting here at a blank table. I have got no idea what I'm doing. So
Yay!
I know I've got stuff out from the last couple of days, but I haven't put away yet. But I figure we'll just play with what's surrounding
That's
me.
what.
I have no idea.
Oh, it's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. And I completely understand the mess on the table. I actually came down and I just swiped everything to
Yeah,
the
exactly.
side.
I've got piles everywhere it's on the floor. It's
Yeah, exactly. All right, let me go ahead and I'm going to add our other cameras here. There we go. And
hey, hang on
are
2
you
seconds.
good?
Yep, I just need to redo my camera. Bear with me.
Oh, there you go.
You can
Yeah.
see my belly. So sorry about that. Okay, now we're right.
All right.
Let
Now,
me have an anniversary.
uh, let me see here. I think I'm seeing a difference right away between Restream and StreamYard. We were able to make our camera pictures bigger and our faces down small below. But it looks like I don't necessarily have that option. So, Miss Elisa, do you mind if we get rid of our faces?
No, that's fine with me.
All right. Hold on just a second here. I've done that. That's my fault. Okay. Oh, oh yes. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. That is all my fault. Hold on just a second here and let me get uh there we go.
We have to have our faces on the screen. I think we did this in the practice run too.
We did. I'm so sorry. Okay,
Oh,
well, for
good.
whatever reason, it looks like it shows bigger with 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 the cameras on top. So
Yeah.
maybe that's the thing. Okay. All right. So we're good then here, right?
We're
Everybody can see okay.
good. It's all a learning curve, isn't it?
Oh, goodness. All's well in love and technology. All right. Okay, so now we got it.
Your lead. I will let you start.
Oh, Alisa, how funny. Look at what I have in front of me.
Oh, look at that. So I was thinking about using the reindeer fun because that's what I have at the moment. I'm working on projects for something else using reindeer fun. So
I love it.
I thought I would use that.
I love it. So it's so funny that we've both grabbed the same die set. This was totally not staged.
No.
Oh, wonderful. All right then. Well, I tell you what. So my first question for everyone is going to be, I think that we will use this tag die here. And so I want to know if you guys would rather do a base in Pool Party or Real Red. Okay, so my first question is for the base, Pool Party or Real Red. All right, while you guys are deciding that, Miss Alisa can go ahead and get her first question going as well.
Okay, so I thought I might do a double swing tag. So I haven't got much thoughts in my head, but I thought I would do that. So I guess my question is going to be, what am I going to layer over the top? Should I do two different tags or should I do one tag? I could do,
that's a good
two
question.
Different tags. Maybe I could do two different tags. So I was thinking, because I don't use a whole lot of glimmer and I usually end up with so much of it left over, what color should I'm gonna be bold because it's white on the other side. I can actually stamp the to and from. You can write who's it for on the back side. So I'm thinking that I might do a whole big piece of glimmer. So I've got cherry cobbler, garden green, and granny apple green. So I need to have one of them, and then I'm going to bring out some designer series paper, I think, for this.
I love it. Okay, so friends, we need to know which of those glittery papers is going to be the one tag.
And Dani, you're tied. Two pool parties, two reds. Cherry cobbler.
Oh my goodness.
Holly.
Okay, so yeah, I need a tiebreaker, friends. Am I doing a red base or am I doing a pool party base? I need a tiebreaker. Miss Holly is on it with that keyboard, man. I'm loving that.
Oh, now I'm tied.
Oh goodness, this is so much fun. This adds a whole nother level of complication and intrigue, right?
Decision making. Okay. Oh, so now you're tied again. Mum wanted the pool party, and then Karen's jumped in and said red. So you're tied again.
Oh my goodness, that's funny. Okay. All right. Okay, there we go. And Miss Debbie's going to give us a tiebreaker for pool party. I love it. Okay, so friends, Miss Alisa needs to know, is she doing the cherry cobbler, the garden green, or the granny apple green of the glitter?
I've
I
got
think
one of
she's
each.
got a tie for cherry cobbler and garden green. So if somebody can give her a
And it's even worse
tiebreaker.
because there's a third color. I'm thinking green.
Mm-hmm.
So if I will just wait 2 more seconds, and if I don't get
Garden green it is. Yep, you got it.
green because I've
You
got
got it.
some ideas. Oh no!
Yep,
oh,
garden
now
green.
I'm again. You guys.
Now, Sherry Gray and her mama would say they will be laughing. And oh, there's another one for cherry cobbler. There you go.
Okay. Cherry
Sherry would be laughing, and Mama would say that's good because sometimes everybody agrees, and then she says they make it too easy for me. So I'm sure she's thinking this is terrific.
Okay, so I'm just going to trim that down. Sometimes I'll just get my scissors out and hack, but it also frustrates people when I do that too. So it's like, no, but
oh, well,
you got to hack.
As you say that.
Sometimes you can go nicely. Sometimes it's a hack job.
As you say that, I'm just trimming mine with my snips.
Okay. All right, so this is only the base. This is only my swing tag. This isn't actually, you know, the bit that all the stuff's going to happen on. Now, I have to be careful because my plate is cracking badly.
Ooh,
and you should have seen my previous one. Oh, she was a ripper. We kept on going till it just wouldn't take anymore. But I have to start being careful now because the cracks don't cover the die. And where they don't cover the die, or where they do hit the die, it doesn't cut properly because the plate's cracked. So
yeah,
be a little bit mindful of that.
As you can tell, mine is not far behind you. It's got the boat.
Okay.
Oh dear. Yeah, you just want to wear them out, right? Have you ever done the refresh thing where you pour the boiling water over them and set a boiling pan over the top of it to press it down flat?
I haven't. See, it's not bowed. It's just cracked. So I've got a fairly straight plate. It's just cracked, and as it cracks, it gets wider and wider. And my last one got that wide that as I was running it through the machine, it got stuck, and I'm like, no.
Michelle's asking, still not replaced your plates.
No, but I have a set for when it needs to happen. I had kept the previous plate for a long time. It was so bad, but I've got a new set just in case, and I'm determined not to lose them. Last time I was like, oh my gosh, I bought them and then I couldn't find them. I searched everywhere, and where was it? It was with the big machine.
Oh, I see.
They were just sitting right alongside the big machine, and I'm like, I can't believe that. I just didn't even see that. All right,
I love it.
So that's going to be my back, and then I'm going to have this one that sits over the top. So now I'm just going to grab the designer series papers. Now, cherry cobbler isn't in this one. It's red that's in this one, but I think that they sit well enough to do them. So I want to pick a deer. I think I might go for this one here. I haven't. Oh, he's the same color as what we did the time when we were together. He scared me. He was
Miss Marilyn Marsh is here. She says hello.
Hello. Okay, got that. I've got It's on the back of that one.
Okay, friends, here's my next question. I've got my tag base in the pool party, and now I'm going to do another of the same tag shape. And I need to know, am I doing it in the candy cane pattern, or am I doing it in the snowflakes pattern? Okay, so the snowflakes has that pool party and greens in there, but the candy canes are super stinking cute too. So are we doing the snowflakes or candy canes? All right, and now Miss Alisa.
All right, so I'm going to cut my second tag out of either the holly or the bells.
Perfect. Holly or bells, folks. Oh, and snowflakes right off the bat. Woohoo! All right. That one was a bit easier. Okay, holly or bells for Miss Alisa's.
You are definitely doing snowflakes.
Yep, definitely doing snowflakes. Oh, look at that.
So
there they go.
Oh,
woo! All right.
Like
They felt sorry for us earlier. That's what it was. Oh, that's a unanimous holly. Well done.
All right, so I'll trim this down. What's on the other side?
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, that was Michelle that I saw was watching. Okay, so it's a funny story. So, because Dana said to me just before we went live, she said, "Are you using Restream now?" And I said, "I am." But the funny story is that I think it was Michelle who put me onto it. We'd had our little play, and then Michelle had messaged me and she said, "Are you thinking about switching?" And I was like, "No." And then we chatted a little bit more, and then we both decided to switch to Restream as well.
Oh, nice. So Michelle hadn't been on Restream either?
No, I think Michelle were you on StreamYard? That was what I was on. But they had the Black Friday sale. And so she sort of talked me into it without even me.
That's wonderful. Well, I think that you girls are really going to like Restream. I really like it. It's easy to use.
I really like the screen option because I wasn't able to do that.
Oh, I see.
I was able to do it, but it took up too much room on the screen. So now this one just doesn't take so much. Okay, so I've got mine. Now I am going to I already know what deer I'm doing, so I'm not even going to consult.
She's like, I'm done with you.
So I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut it because there's another thing that I will probably die cut. So I've got this going on at the moment, which is quite. I might have to because I don't want it up that high. I want it down here, but I've got a circle here and I've got a circle here. Let me decide. Let me think about that in the coming. I might be a little bit on the busy side for my tag, but it'll be okay.
Right, Michelle says she has to work out why her picture is back to front. Do you mean that it's mirrored, Michelle? If so, then the answer is when you bring your camera into the stream, it has a little toggle that you can just click to reverse the mirror so that it doesn't automatically do that.
Yeah. You go into your settings and then camera, and you'll see a little toggle that says mirror, and you need to flick that off. Because that happened to me and I just did a quick test on the weekend, and I didn't realize doing that until after I'd finished, and I was like, hey.
Okay, now.
Okay, don't mind me. I'll probably stop talking while I'm cutting because I just can't.
They're used to it. Your folks are used to it. Mine are used to me doing that too. It's no worries. That one's just a little bit too small, so I guess that made the decision for me. Okay. Alrighty then. So do you have, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I've got another question that they can fill in for when I am doing this. I've got my stylish shapes here, and I think I know what color I'm going to use. I'm going to do a circle over the top, I think, just to separate him from there. It'll only be a small one just to separate, because when you've got, I find, I'm not going to say you should do this and you shouldn't do that, but I find that when I've got a busy pattern, I need to put something in between my elements just to break it up. Like, he's going to hang well over the top of the circle, but I don't need a circle. So my question is pool party, because he's got a little bit of pool party going on in this hat, or should I do red?
Ooh, that's a good question. That's a good question. All right, so the question is pool party or red for a stylish circle? For a background for your deer, right?
Yep.
Wonderful.
Just to break up that pattern. Put some distance between him and the pattern. Woohoo! Red. Ooh. Okay.
I love it. Oh, and they are consistent too. Wonderful.
Okay.
That's always helpful.
That's funny, because I would have chosen the pool party.
Isn't that one of the wonderful things about crafting, though? And while you're talking about the colors and whatnot, and I'm thinking, ooh, what would pecan pie look like? Okay. Did you know, folks, that with the Snowy Scenes DSP, one of the wonderful things about Stampin' Up that I love when they do is that their DSP often coordinates with their dies. And so you can die cut some of the images on the DSP with the dies that are included in the coordinating bundle. I absolutely love it.
Instead of having to.
Right, exactly. Exactly. That is exactly
the right spot.
You are right, my friend. So I have questions for us.
Hey, I'm done.
The only thing is the little snow globes, they don't have a die with them, but that's okay. The snowmen do. Quite a bit of the snowmen here, the bald ones. Those ones do. And the little penguins, also the bald ones. Hi, Carrie. How are you? Thanks for joining us. Okay. I think my next question is going to be snowman or penguin. Snowman or penguin? I need to know which you prefer for our tag. We're going to cut one of these snow globes out. So we'll do, I think, the round one here. So we need to decide if we're doing a snowman one or if we're doing a penguin one. All right.
Did you see that the Pantone color of the year for 2025 has been released?
I did not.
Do you want me to tell you the color?
Yes.
Or do you want to wait and be surprised when you see it?
No. No, I'm good without surprises.
I'm very similar to that. I'm like, everyone's like, when people get things and it's like, oh, and I'm like, tell me. I'm all good for not needing.
Yeah. Like I love surprise. I love getting surprises when I don't know they're coming. Like, oh, here's a little surprise for you. I love that. But I don't like the suspense of knowing there's something coming
No,
and not knowing what
if
it is.
everybody's getting things, it's like, and they're all going, hey, I got this, and I'm just like, yeah, I think I want to know.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so it looks like I'm tied 50-50 here, folks. I've got 2 for penguin, 2 for snowman. So I'm going to let you guys stew on that for yet another minute, and I'm going to go ahead and cut both of them out, and then maybe we can go from there, okay?
Okay, I didn't tell you what the color was. It's called mocha mousse. So it is a I posted it this morning on my page and said, what Stampin' Up color do you think it's closest to? And somebody had said close to cocoa, which is what I thought it looked like as well. So
what an older color.
Yeah, if you remember close to cocoa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is what I have got going on so far. I will bring it up because I know the screens are a little bit further away, and unfortunately I can't do much about my lighting. There we go. Yeah.
I'm working out plans for new lighting things because my studio, as you can tell from looking at my face, my studio is really well lit, but you can see this shadowy line here um, from my desktop camera drives me bonkers.
Yeah, I have a long fluoro just right in the middle of the room, and it doesn't matter what I do. It casts a shadow overhead. Okay, so my next question is, I am going to white emboss my Merry Christmas sentiment. So there we go. Or I could do, oh gosh, I'm giving you way too many choices here. That's when we get tied. Okay.
Yeah. They're not relenting on me at all yet. Every time I think we're done with the tie, someone else comes in and ties it back up.
Okay, I'll take the blue out. I know there's a tiny little bit of blue in there, but I don't think it's worth bringing in another color for. So they emboss on red. What's that color? Garden green. Or granny apple green.
That green that you don't care for as much.
No, nobody else loves it. I love garden green.
Oh, you love it, but the others don't. That's what it is.
I'm always like, it's everybody's favorite color. So
yeah, I love garden green. Hi, Leslie. Oh, you're wonderful. Come on in, darling. Have a seat. There we go. Miss Leslie broke the tie. Penguin it is. Okay, I'm cutting it off.
And I've got garden green. Garden green? 2 for garden green, 3 for garden green.
Yeah, look at you getting the easy one.
This is
garden green again. Wow, yeah.
That's what it is.
That's wonderful.
Oh, I'm just trying to keep my stuff tidy. I'm putting things back in my packs as I'm. Otherwise, you know what? I'm not. I'm just going to throw it on the floor.
Well, and I'm going to put my eyeballs on so that I can do this fussy cutting.
Oh, I know.
There we go.
It's tricky. I don't mind fussy cutting. It's not too bad.
It depends on the occasion for me. I don't mind it necessarily, but it's not my favorite thing ever.
And I sometimes I don't know whether you guys do, but I sometimes get tense while I'm cutting as well, and I find
Yes.
the grip on the scissors is like, and you end up
Yeah.
with indentations in your thumb, and it's like, loosen up.
Exactly. Yes.
Oops.
You are absolutely right.
All right, I need a paintbrush.
Or I start out far enough away to give a nice border because, you know, when you're fussy cutting, you really want a nice border. But then as I get going, you know, I'm hugging the line.
You go around the corner and it's like, whoops.
Yes. Yes.
We need Stampin' Up to release one of those machines that cuts. Like, I know that we've got the die, but we
yeah, like the brother scan and cut.
Yeah, I've only seen that in use like once. I haven't actually. When I used to teach up at our Lincoln Learn, one of the ladies brought hers in. I just have to heat set. So I am going to. I think I'm going to mute myself. As in, I think I know how to do that. Not as in, you know what I mean. So hopefully,
absolutely.
I should say it that way. Hopefully, I mute myself.
I think you did good. I don't hear you. All right. Now, thank you guys all so much for hanging out with us and participating in our think tank. It's so much fun to see what we come up with at the end of the show when everybody has had the chance to participate. So, hi, Laura. How are you? Michelle says it took her 20 years, but this year she bought herself a silhouette cameo. Well done.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yes. I've told Santa that I would really like to have a brother scan and cut for the studio, but we'll see how it goes.
All right. I'm just going to trim this down. All right. And then I've got another thought about adding something else. I don't know. You guys will have to tell me whether you think it needs to be added or whether I've got enough going on, because I do want to bring this down somehow still too. And I'm not sure. I suppose I could always put a little gem over it to cover that. Although you probably can't notice it anyway, so don't mind me. I'm talking to myself. I do this often.
Hey, you have to get expert advice. Leslie says she was on the silhouette for 8 years, just changed to the scan and cut, and it's the best thing ever for stamped images and DSP. Oh, girl, I am so happy to hear you say that, because I do have a silhouette machine. And so I kind of thought maybe I was just being a bit extra, wanting a scan and cut, you know.
Yeah.
But I really do see the differences and the benefit of having the scan and cut versus the silhouette machine. Okay. Alrighty. How are you doing over there, darling?
I am doing well. I'm going to bring this up to the screen because it may be enough on there already, but I am going to put out another little, should I do this? Okay, so I will bring it up already. So we've got this going on.
I love it.
Okay, so now my other option of should I do it is, depends on how big they are as well. Where am I looking? Oh, under my panel. Okay, the reindeer farms, they might be too big, but, I think they're going to be way too big. I was going to suggest cutting out a holly leaf and berries from the glimmer paper and tucking that somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
So thoughts on that? Do I mean, I can cut them out, and then if they don't suit, we can chuck them away, or I can save them for something else. But what do you think? Should I try and put a glittery holly leaf in there as well?
That's a good question.
Laura says, what a great idea to share your time with a friend.
Yeah, so much fun. It is really so much fun to craft with a friend, and even online and like this is just, it's so much fun.
It is.
All right, folks, is she putting a sparkly holly leaf on there, or is she not? Leslie says it never worked for her on the silhouette, even with the pick scan mat. Yeah, that's what I'm finding too, Leslie. All right, Sherry says no holly leaf. Let's see if that's the consensus.
How about I die cut them anyway, because I will use them probably.
I think you should. That way they can see. Yeah.
So I will die cut it anyway, and then
I agree.
See. I've got these.
Oh yeah, because now you've got a yes and a no. So okay, and while Alisa is die cutting her holly leaves, I have the next question for you. I want to stamp "Let It Snow" on this tag, and I am going to give you 3 choices here. You know what? No, I'm not going to give you 3 choices.
All right. I just want to give you a tip. I just while I had this in my head. All right. So when you're doing a hack job like I just did, I had my, and it's not always going to work. So I had my dies facing up. But if you were going to do a hack job, because if I had a different shaped die and then I went to turn it over and I'm like, uh-oh, I don't think it's going to fit.
Yeah.
So if you are doing a hack job like I just did, make sure that your dies are facing in the cutting position and then cut around it, because, you know, especially considering it's just not double, you know, cardstock that's the same on both sides. So you
absolutely
save yourself another cutting, especially when we're working with these special papers.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, I treat that sparkly paper like it's liquid gold. You know, I keep all of the little bits and scraps just in case I can use them for something.
There might be a reindeer nose or something that you can use bread from. Same with the gold and foils and all of that sort of stuff. I'm pretty much the same, which is why I did a hack job instead of you know, nice square line cutting.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, folks, my question is going to be, are we stamping "Let It Snow" in Real Red or Pool Party? Okay, so I'm going to let you guys decide that. And I'm going to keep playing with this because I thought maybe I would use the stylish shapes circle, and I may still, but I may need to go a bigger size. Or I may want to do, I don't know, I just want that little pop of color. I don't want a whole lot of it, but I want to tie in a little bit of the red because I love Pool Party and red together. Okay, we've got Pool Party, red, red, red. Okay, great. Red. Okay, wonderful. That was a little easier. I got nervous there for a second. Okay, now you guys probably know this, but when you're stamping with a photopolymer stamp, you want to make sure that you've got some kind of a cushion underneath. Stampin' Up's Pierce Mat is absolutely fabulous for it, but if you don't have that, you can use a magazine or even your stack of cardstock, just something that has enough of a little give to it that it will give you a good clean image. And then my girls know, they hear it all the time. Tap, 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 not smush, smush, smush.
It's warm here today, but it was pretty warm yesterday. And I used my glue. It decided to just spill everywhere, just oozed out.
Oh.
So I've not had it turned upside down. So I'm just going to stick these two together just so that I can get a better feel for what's going on.
Yeah. I do a monthly coffee and card class at a local restaurant here. And I can't remember which month it was, but it was definitely this summer. It wasn't super hot out, but they were pretty busy, and so they had asked if we'd like to go sit on the patio, the covered patio, to do our class. And I said, sure. It was a nice day. But every one of us that used liquid glue that day, our liquid glue spewed out, like you're saying. It never occurred to me that there would be any kind of issues with, the humidity and things like that, but it must be.
Yeah, okay. I don't think it's going to work, but it's good to try. It's getting lost. I think all the glitter is.
Oh, yeah.
Getting a little bit on the lost side.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
without,
maybe so.
or with. Without, with, we can embellish with something else.
I love it. I'm glad that they
just. You guys talk. Sorry.
Do what?
I was going to say I'm going to start sticking while they tell me with or without.
There you go. I think it's great that they chose real red for the sentiment, because I was just thinking after I stamped it on here, I have enough space that it would be really cute to put a little snowflake right here kind of behind it. And that looks nice. So that worked out perfectly.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me set that stuff aside. And
what about just using 2 leaves? Let me get this stuck down, and then I will come back and revisit that in a moment. Okay, am I going to pop this up and pop that up and then leave that flat? 39 Celsius here, which is 102. Yeah, we had a warm day yesterday. My poor husband, he was also working in a room where they had machinery going that was blowing hot air into the room, as well as being 30 odd degree, nearly 35 degrees.
Poor guy.
And in work uniform and overalls over the top, and he come home and he was just like, he needed to get the fan out to
just
take back with him this
huh?
time. He goes, if I don't, I'm gonna die.
Poor guy. Yeah, 102 Fahrenheit is pretty rough.
And then last night, so I don't know, Leslie's up in Queensland, I think. But last night we had a ripper of a storm come through. Thunder and lightning, and rain, just as we were going to bed. So.
Oh, wow.
But
do you guys?
I was going to say I sleep with earplugs in, so I didn't hear a thing.
I actually sleep pretty well through thunderstorms. I think we talked on your video that I'm originally from Oklahoma and Tornado Alley. So, the thunderstorms are kind of a lullaby to me. All right. So how are you attaching all of your pieces, Miss Alisa? What you got going on so far?
I have put my designer series paper down flat, and then I've put, this is going to have a fair bit of height, but considering it's not, oh, Broken Hill. Okay, so you might be getting our weather, our storm. They usually get our weather straight after, not too far away from us. Although I'm lower, much lower. So I have stuck my designer series paper down flat. I've popped my circle up. I'm going to pop my deer up. And I'm thinking that I'm also going to pop my sentiment up because you know what? It's a tag and I don't have to worry about posting it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was going to make it
it was going to be a double swing tag, but it hasn't eventuated that way. So
isn't it funny how that works?
I think because this one here was too high, like there was too much red showing, and I just wanted a bit more of an even border around that. So change your plans.
Yeah, I gotcha. I'm kind of in the same boat in that regard. I have my stylish dyed red circle, but now I'm thinking, you know what? Actually, the deckled circles would have been really cute. And they're going away. Did you see that?
Yeah. Oh, we're outsold out already. Like,
oh my goodness, really?
Well before, because they were an online exclusives. I think we lost them a little while ago, actually. So.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so what I normally do is when I'm putting my sentiment on that goes across something, I will normally just try and pick places where I need to put my dimensional. But because I've got lots of legs going on, and if I put it in the wrong spot, I'll get sagging. What I'm actually going to do is grab a straight line, and I'm going to actually put my dimensional straight onto the deer's legs and do it roundabout.
There you go.
So, because it's just sort of takes like a second. I've got these new nails, right, and I can't use them. I don't normally have not my own, so it's a learning curve with them.
Yeah.
I can't pull the tabs off of things like I normally do.
Oh, Michelle has to go. The hubby's put lunch on the table and her live is after that. Wonderful. Enjoy. Nice. Have a great day.
Yeah, and the rectangles.
Yeah.
I rarely use them though, so that's my bad. Okay. So if I fold, you know what? I think I'm just going to do it with that. I'm going to save that for a different project. Okay, so now I have got cherry cobbler and gold ribbon. I think that's so
pretty.
I think that will go nicely. And then I think because it's got the gold in it, I think I might tie it off with the twisted thread, which is also sitting there. I've also got some real red and white, and I've got these sitting here as well. So I think that might be too much for embellishments. So I'll tie this, like I'm just going to loop this through. So do I tie it off with gold or do I tie it off with red and white?
Ooh, that's
good question. Otherwise I was just going to go ahead and make my decision. I'm like, no, I'm supposed to be letting you guys make the decision.
That is a good question. And I think it's hilarious because I have my white woven ribbon here that I planned to loop through the holes. And then tying it off with the blue. So it's so funny that we're using so similar of products.
We are.
And absolutely not pre-rehearsed, folks. This is not at all.
No, definitely not. We haven't actually spoken since our last live, so
no.
because it's funny because I could have quite easily have had Pool Party introduced into this as well, and then we would have been using the same palette.
Very, very similar. Yes, exactly.
Because if I'd pulled, if the circle behind had been Pool Party, I probably would have pulled in that Pool Party knobbly ribbon that you've got there too, that pom-pom.
Yeah.
Gold, unanimous.
Yeah, gold. Looks like you're good.
Good to go. Okay, so another little thing that I'm going to do, because I can never get my fingers to hold onto everything at once. So I'm going to get a little glue dot, and I'm just going to pop it and hold and close that ribbon off.
You need some reverse tweezers.
What are these? Are these reverse tweezers?
Yes, there you go.
Because these, you remember years and years and years and years and years ago, we had that Stampin' Up toolkit.
Yeah.
And it had stuff to set eyelets in there, and it had little templates that you could prick. And so that was in those originally.
Yeah, those are reverse tweezers. So you can just clip it onto your ribbon and it'll hold it, and you don't have to waste a glue dot.
Okay. Well,
Leslie says knobbly ribbon.
Have a look at that. Well, I don't have to waste a glue dot.
All right, I have a question for you, friends. I am deciding between, and the circles are about the same size. So am I going to use a Stylish Shapes red circle, or am I going to use a deckled edge red circle? And it's going to go just slightly behind my little penguin there. I am going to pop it up a bit, but for right now, I just need to know if I'm doing a deckled edge or if I'm doing the stitched straight edge. Okay. And I'll put my little tag right there so you can see. All right.
Oh,
Sherry's saying deckled.
I can't tie things with these nails either. People function with them.
I actually broke one of mine the other day, but they're starting to kind of get long. It's getting about time to get them cut down a bit.
Well, I'm going to tell. I cheated, and these are press-ons.
Oh, nice! That's good.
They were massively long. I put them on, and because I've got such short nail beds, although this hand is longer than this hand. But the brave, and I got the nail clippers out and I cut them down a little bit. So I might even cut them down a little bit more. So, but apparently they're reusable and all that sort of stuff. But I just can't seem to work.
Are they from Curve Life? I see that you like Curve Life on Facebook.
Well, I get wary about those types of things. These are from Sister Co.
Oh yeah.
They're an Australian company, but they ship everywhere. They've gotten quite big. Whoops, my camera has dropped out. Is that me?
I'm not sure.
My belly again.
There it is. I'm not sure how that happened, but
it happened to me the other day too on my own.
That's strange.
It's like, oh, wait a minute. So anyway, apparently they're plant-based. And they're reusable, so you just need to get new sticky tabs. And
neat.
Off you go again.
That's pretty cool.
But because I've got such small nails, look at all the big ones I've got left over.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so you need to go in with somebody that's got bigger hands, and then you can share.
Do a swapsy with them.
Yeah. Because they'll have a whole bunch of the more petite ones, and
yeah.
So,
but this Sister Co brand, I know that's probably they've got a group, and I actually found quite a few of our friends in there, our Stampin' Up friends, and because normally they're a mineral bond system, not a lacquer, like a powder that you rub onto that, and then but I cannot spend all the time trying to get the damn things off. That's like why I don't do acrylic or gel polish. It just takes too much effort to get off.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to do a little bit of Wink of Stella just on the little hat and his collar, I think. Go just to add a little bit of something, because sometimes I find that the printed papers are a little flat. So I'll often go in and add a little bit of Wink of Stella.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's my tag.
So cute. I love it.
It's got oodles of height in it as well, because I've popped up the circle, I've popped up the deer, I've popped up the sentiment. And then
I love it.
Yeah, because it's white on the back, you can write your to and from on the back, probably before you decorate the front. Or if you didn't, if you were making them and you didn't know who you were giving them to yet or anything like that, you could always die cut another circle or just a little piece of card or something and write your to and from and then stick it on there. So
absolutely,
just because it would be easier.
Absolutely.
How's yours going?
I'm tacking it down right now, actually. So I'm putting dimensionals and very, very much the same concept as you're saying with layers and layers of dimensionals. I love dimensionals anyway. And if I can, yeah, it's one of the things I think that I love about 3D projects is that there's all this dimension and texture to it. So I really like that. All right, where's the sun?
So is yours a swing tag? I guess because we concentrate so much on doing our own.
So it's actually
it
would be if I didn't glue it together.
Yep.
So I really like it to look I really like it to have the look of the swing without going anywhere.
And also now you've got a wider area to play on as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I'm going to go ahead and add my dimensionals to my little snowman snow globe here. And I'm going to put him on there. Yep. And then I'll tie my ribbon around and yeah. So I actually do have a few of those little snowflake embellishments left, but I feel like it's cheating and rubbing it in people's faces to use them. You can't get them. They were sold out so fast. Do you guys still have them?
Probably because it's summer here. So
oh yeah. Hey.
So wintry things don't. This is where we sort of struggle when it comes to Christmas. Some people don't mind snowflakes. Some people are really against snowflakes.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
So, yeah, so it's the I must admit the Christmas catalogs are generally a tough one for us down here. So
that makes sense, actually. I was thinking that I was going to glue that label down directly, and once I popped all of this up, I thought, you know what, I don't really care for that. So I'm going to use my little magic eraser here and erase some of that adhesive.
Is he from your original? Because I've got one too from the original when we used to sell them.
I have had this guy for a very long time.
I lost my first one, and this one's so hard, even though it's only new. But
yeah, mine too. Works. That's so funny, but yeah, it absolutely does. It absolutely does. So, how are you guys loving the Christmas selection this year then, with the surfing Santa and the little sandcastle Santa?
I didn't actually get those ones, but I know. But the one that I thought was cute was, and I didn't get that one either. I was sort of just, I know it's really bad. I opened my cupboard because I've been doing my 12 days of Christmas, so this is day 10 for me.
Right.
And I've been like, oh my goodness, I have really very little Christmas stuff this year, and I don't know why, but
I mean, I admit that's actually a good thing in a way, and I'm kind of jealous because, once Christmas is over, then you've got all this stuff to deal with. And
I've used the reindeers a whole heap, and I've used, what's the other one, the other main one I've been using this week? What else have I been using?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Oh, no, I have made, this is what I've come up with so far.
So do you want to go through, is that all of your 12 days of Christmas?
Yeah, so far, well, day one, I did the ornament kit, so I didn't do a card for that one. But
oh, yeah.
So I did this one with the trucking along, but I know that you guys have had this sold out for a long time. But
yeah, it's been gone for a while.
We've still got it. It's on the last chance list. And then that's the one that we made together.
That was so much fun.
We don't have cars like this.
I love it.
So that's a very American looking car. So we have utes. You call them trucks. We call them utes, although our cars are getting bigger, but we don't have that. Well, not very. So that's the one that we did together.
Yeah, and that was so much fun.
That was super fun. And then I did a little bit festive designer series paper.
Oh, cute.
And popped out some elements. And then I did, this one was really different.
Yeah. That kind of fits your summertime theme, doesn't it?
Yeah. So that's using the reindeer fun as well, the bells in it. And I said that, if you didn't, because this is not everybody's cup of tea.
Sure.
So, but if you wanted to make it more traditional, then there's actually the Christmas tree that's in the stamp set. You could white emboss the Christmas tree all over it, and do it in reds or greens, and do it that way.
Right.
And then I did this one here, which was the Nests of Winter, and because I love that paper.
Yeah, it's a beautiful paper.
Very pretty. And then we did. I'm missing one. Must be in next to my computer. Oh, I'll run and grab it. It is. Then I did the frosted forest, and that's the first time I've made. That's the first time I've done those trees in. Like I've done one in pink before, but the first time in green. And then more of the reindeer paper. So that one was a simple one, and I'm going to race off and grab my other one. Oh.
I don't want to do that just yet. Okay. All right, friends, while she's grabbing her things, I'm going ahead to add the white woven ribbon, and then I'm going to tie a bow with the little pool party and snowballs or whatever.
Knobbly ribbon.
The knobbly ribbon, yeah.
That's the one that we did yesterday. So very
that's
different
beautiful.
Again. So,
well done.
The greenery vellum.
You do such pretty cards, Alisa. Those are beautiful.
Your cards are gorgeous as well. Yes. And then of course now I've got day 10. Yay.
I love it. I love it. So you have 2 more days. Are you doing cards, tags? Is it a secret?
I will probably, no, you know me, it's whatever comes in my head on the day. But I will be taking the weekend off. So today's Friday for us.
Oh, right.
So I will take Saturday and Sunday off, and then we'll be back into it on Monday and Tuesday. And then that's it. And then it's like, wow, I've gone live every day of the week. It's like, oh, should I, what will be my new routine? Will I do more than one day a week now? Or maybe I could do Tuesdays and Thursdays, or maybe I could do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I don't know.
That'll be fun. So you've been enjoying doing your lives then?
I have. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
if you're sitting down and you're making cards, I mean, you might as well make them live, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I dig it. Okay. So I had thought I might do something a little bit different with this ribbon, but then I realized I can't because the idea is one that I have for my tomorrow's tag, because I'm just now starting my 12 days of Christmas. And I will do my others more scripted, or maybe a little bit more scripted than Think Tank Thursday. So
Are you going live every day?
most of them, yes. I have a couple of days where I'm not able to go live, so I'll do a recorded video so that it's still happening, But but most of them will be live. Yeah. So I'll be going live again tomorrow evening at the same time as today. So if anyone would like to join me tomorrow evening, I would love to have you. And as a little bit of a sneak peek for that, I have a super fun way to use this ribbon. I was playing with it to design this tag, and I had a thought, and it worked out so well. I'm so excited to share it. It's going to be fun. But yeah, anyway, so all right, Miss Alisa, you want to hold your tag up, and
you'll have to come back tomorrow to see what Dana's doing. See, I need more light.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Sparkle, sparkle. Yes. So anyway, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, and today was so much fun. I'm thinking that you and I might need to chat about doing these more often, because
I think so. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is. Okay, well, Miss Alisa, would you like to say anything to everybody before we wrap up? Do you have anything else coming up soon or whatever?
Oh, just finishing my getting through my 12 days. I've got 2 left, and so they'll be live probably at 9:30 in the morning, which is South Australian time, and I think that is 6 p.m. in your time zone. I don't know about the rest of the US, but I know it's
yes. And that'll be so Monday for you is 6 p.m. Sunday evening for us. So for those of my American friends that would like to tune in with Miss Alisa, you'll want to set your alarm for Sunday evening at 6 to catch her on her live.
And the other thing is, did you put your Facebook page up for anyone joining on my channels who would like to go and check out your tags that you've got coming up?
I don't believe I did, but I can do that.
I'll try and tag you in my descriptions as well.
Okay. Yeah, that would be good. That would be wonderful. All right, folks. So thank you all so much for hanging out with us this evening. This has been so much fun. Miss Alisa's Facebook page again is popped up on the screen. Sorry, love. Yes?
Thank you. Holly would like to know where you are.
Where I am?
Yeah.
Like, where in the world am I? Oh, there we go. Oh, I am in East Tennessee, USA, Miss Holly. So I am, if you're familiar, I'm east of Knoxville and just before you get into Virginia. So almost as far as you can possibly get in Tennessee without leaving the state.
Nice.
Yeah. So, okay, friends, you can see Miss Alisa's Facebook page there on the screen. I hope that you guys will go and show her some love and like her page. And this is my, look, that's cool.
The Stampin' Chick. There you go. That's all you have to do. Search the Stampin' Chick.
That's right. Yes.
That is really cool. I'm going to have to learn how to do that.
Oh, girl, I got you. I got you. So, okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us this evening. Be sure to tune in for each of our 12 days of Christmas projects in the coming days. And we will see you all next time. All right.